So you're learning to skate backwards. You're definitely going to want to stop at some point. Let's learn how. No matter which technique you're using to learn to skate backwards, whether you're doing a snake or you're doing your backwards marching, or if you're doing your little hip sways, what we're going to do is we're going to roll backwards with our feet parallel as soon as you feel you're going too fast, and then we're going to stop from that position. What you're going to find when you're skating backwards is all that lovely strength that you built up skating forwards is going to get you a lot of momentum quite quickly. So if I'm doing this, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing bubbles, just stopping and rolling with my feet parallel, I'm going to start to slow down and lose momentum. But if you want to stop a little bit quicker, let's start with the easiest one, which is the toe stop. Once you feel you're going a bit too fast, you've gone into the parallel position, so you're going to hit a stagger. So I'm going to put my stagger, and my foot at the back is going to lift onto the toe truck until my toe stop just grazes the floor. And you can do this on whichever foot you feel the most comfortable. So this time I'm going to do some bubbles. And then I'm too fast, I'm going to roll, I'm going to hit my stagger up onto the toe truck and just let the toe stop gently graze the floor. There we go. Now, you obviously can do 2 toe stops at the same time if you want to, but I would always do my stagger and put one in and then lift the other, like that. You see how slowly and gently I'm putting my toe stops in. And it's very important that you have this foot behind you. You never want to roll and put the toe stop down here because it's horrible. You always need to be in this position with this foot behind. That's the first toe stop that goes in. But what about if you don't have toe stops? So I've taken my toe stops out now, and I regularly go between toe stops and no toe stops. So I don't like to rely on them to stop, because you're going to muscle memory going for the toe stop backwards, and then you're going to go for it and it's not there, and that is the worst thing. So it's good to have alternative ways to stop and use them even if your toe stops are in. So the first one we're going to do is basically a plow stop, but it's backwards. So to do this, you have to get really, really low. So I'm going to start in my bubble because that's a great way to go into a plow. Right, so from here, I'm going to get low and push on the outsides of my skate, like that. Not very elegant, but it does do the job. Got some speed, I'm going too fast, and plow. So you see how I'm getting really, really low? That's so important with this. Now you can, if you prefer, to do a 1 foot plow. That's absolutely fine. Just there. Now you see how my foot's going to the back when I do the 1 foot plow. That's just the stagger position to the side because it just keeps me more balanced and planted. So let's do that one more time. There. You see how my foot is back and I'm applying pressure to the back edge of this skate and it's slowing me down. It's almost like a power slide, but not quite as scary. The backwards T-stop is the one that I use the most, and you've probably seen me do this in quite a few of my videos. And it's very similar to the forward T-stop. It's just that your foot goes in front rather than behind. So I'm here, I'm going to roll parallel, and I'm going to bring this foot forward, and I'm going to put the weight on the outside edge, just like that. Now I find that works really well, and it's quite a comfortable stop for me. So now I can actually use that when I'm going quite fast as well. Just press a little bit harder. It just stops you nice and quickly. And you see how at the end I kind of move my feet. Again, it's getting my feet against the direction of travel and digging my edges in. So you can do this as well because you can take the momentum into the round to lose your speed. So if I'm at a rink and I'm skating backwards really fast, I'm like, oh no, child! I'll always turn forwards first, because in doing that, in the motion of turning forwards, I can actually start to slow myself. I can dig my edges in and I can get low, and that starts to slow me down. So if I'm here, I'm like, oh no, child! So you see how that is really stopped me quick? I turned and I lost speed in the turn, then I did a plough. And that is what I would do in an emergency situation. Backwards skating, that is my go-to. I've been skating in a 97A today, which means not only can I use pushing of my edges and the tightness of my edges to slow down, I can also use that slip. But if you've got a slightly softer wheel on like a 78, 80, maybe even up to an 85, you might find that they're going to catch more. So you're going to have to put the pressure on very gently, otherwise they're going to judder. So do bear that in mind if you're skating in a softer wheel. I'm Katie, which is Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!